Yeah, pretty early on in skateboarding, one of my favorite skaters was Rodney Mullen, and
Hmm.
he is the man who pretty much invented freestyle skateboarding,
Oh,
which sounds kind of weird because skateboarding is already a freestyle sport, kind of. But when we talk about like freestyle anything, freestyle motocross, freestyle skateboarding,
hmm.
freestyle highline, and to me, that just means like you're doing it in a different way than the way that everybody else is doing it. It's like the normal way that you do something. For example, like in motocross, the normal way at the time was like racing the motorcycle. So freestyle
Hmm.
motocross was like doing tricks and stuff. So freestyle skateboarding was the way people were riding a skateboard was with all four wheels on the ground or sometimes two and moving on the ramps or down the street. And Rodney Mullen invented this style where he was kind of on the board sideways or upside down, and instead of riding his
Hmm.
board around so much, he was more stationary, flipping the board around, balancing on one leg, very kind of gymnastic, um, yeah, a very interesting motion. And that was always super cool to me, and those tricks inspired me. So that was a very early influence to me. Just this guy who was really truly innovating in his sport. Rodney Mullen invented the ollie and invented the kickflip and invented the 360 kickflip, which are like the foundation tricks of the entire street skateboarding scene.
Yes. Yes.
So he was really a pioneer. Everybody else was grabbing the board and then jumping while their hands were already on the board, going off ramps. So he's
Hmm.
kind of the father of modern street skateboarding.
Hmm.
Um,
Beautiful.
and then in rock climbing, one of my biggest influences was Chris Sharma, just because Chris Sharma is just this, you know, he's just super strong, and he just has this super fun climbing style where his feet are always flying off the wall, and he just makes it look so cool and so powerful, and he's always smiling and having a good time, and just like doesn't seem to ever be taking it too seriously, and he's just having a good time. And I kind of wanted to just follow in his footsteps with the rock climbing, move to Spain, and just have that sport climbing and deepwater solo lifestyle. Um,
Hmm.
and yeah, once I found out about slacklining, I wouldn't say really it was an influence, but one of the first freestyle videos I ever saw was just somebody showed me an Instagram clip of Sam Valery doing a Yoda roll. And
Hmm.
I just thought it was the most insane thing that I'd ever seen in my life. And it wasn't really like on my radar to start trying freestyle tricks, but I just had this moment, I guess. I'll go into that later just to stick to with your question.
Hmm.
Um, I guess I'm just like influenced and inspired by anybody who is really deeply passionate about what they're doing and follows their dreams, because it doesn't really matter to me what your passion is, what somebody's passion is. Just having that passion and pursuing it and just having that energy, it's infectious, and it makes you stoked to get after your project or your passion or whatever it is that you're motivated about. Um,
That's
I
awesome.
think Andy
That.
Lewis was one of my influences
Hmm.
in slacklining. I didn't really know much about Andy's slackline history. Wasn't into trick lining ever, but I did know that Andy kind of had this attitude of like,
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want, and you can either join me and
Hmm.
have a great fucking time, or you can miss out. That's basically it. But I'm gonna do it whether you like it or not. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want, and you're either with it or you're out, you know. And I kind of liked that mentality where he was also a pioneer,
Hmm.
innovative, and just was like, I'm gonna do whatever I think is cool, whatever I think is the it doesn't, I'm not following any direction, I'm following my own path. And that definitely inspired me. And he actually came to Mallorca early in my slacklining career, highlining career.
Wow. What
And
opportunity to share with him there. Yeah.
yeah, totally. Yeah, he was there, and I basically just talked to him, and I was like, man, like, what advice do you have if I want to, like, make it as a professional slackliner, or if I want to get noticed as a highliner? And he's like, man, like, you're already there. Just, like, keep doing what you're doing, and it's just a matter of time. And I think just that little bit of confidence from him made me just stay the path, stay the course, and focus on what I was doing and just do my thing better than anybody else was doing. And not only better, but like in a way that nobody else had even thought was possible to do.